What's up, everybody? Keith Mitchell, editor-in-chief of the Outerhaven Productions here, and today we finally got the information we were waiting for, which was the release date, the game selection, and the pricing of Google Stadia, their cloud streaming offering. And I gotta be honest with you, going into this this conference, I wasn't really 100% sure about Stadia, and after the conference, I still aren't really confident about Google Stadia's chances. However, I will say, going into this rant, that I did go ahead and purchase the Google Stadia Founders Edition just because I did want to support Google, and being a game journalist and loving gaming and loving technology and hoping that this cloud streaming thing goes somewhere, I wanted to show my support. That said, I'm still very skeptical about their chances, especially with Microsoft xCloud coming, more information coming next week, or I'm sorry, this weekend. Wow, this week is really going away fast. It's going to be very interesting to see how Google Stadia stacks up against Microsoft's xCloud. However, that said, I wanted to go ahead and talk about what they announced during their Stadia Direct. So right out the gate, they talked about the different versions of Stadia that they'll have. We have the Stadia Base, which is the free version. It doesn't come out till 2020, and it's only able to stream at 1080p up to 60 frames per second with stereo sound. Now, since it's free, obviously you're not getting everything that the higher versions will have. It's also, we were talking about that in our Discord channel with some of the teammates, and we kind of say that the Stadia Base is more along the lines of the actual retail version, because the next version, which is Stadia Pro, comes out this November, and it will be $10 a month. That is a subscription-based Stadia, and it will give up to 4K 60 frames per second with HDR and 5.1 surround sound. So it's coming out in November, which a lot of us are like, this could be a beta. This could, basically see how this is going to go, but we get it a couple months ahead of time. They didn't state when Stadia Base would come out in 2020, just that it'll come out in 2020. So it could be first quarter, it could be second quarter. We don't have any idea as to when that's coming out. And then you have, which I paid for today, which is this Google Stadia Founder Edition, which comes with, excuse me, comes with the a Night Blue Stadia controller, which they sell around $70, Chromecast Ultra TV dongle, and 3 months of Stadia Pro, as well as a pass you can give to a friend so they can get 3 months of Stadia Pro. This is $129. Yes, I did pay $129 to get first dibs on Google Stadia, because if you also jump in now, you also get to put dibs on your username, which I kind of like my username, Shadow Haxer, so I want to keep it. That said, subscription base. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the idea that it's subscription based. We kind of figured that it was going to be a subscription, but the fact that the Stadia Base doesn't come out until next year, the fact that Pro's coming out, and you only really get one game, which is Destiny 2, the collection, which includes everything in Destiny 2 so far, up to Shadowkeep, which was also talked about today. We'll talk about that later. I'm not really sure that, you know what, I'm candy coding things, and I don't like candy coding, so here we go. I didn't like the conference. I didn't see anything that impressed me. I didn't see any performance. They didn't do any testing. They showed games, without the exception, I think, one or two that are exclusive to the Stadia, and I don't like the fact that everything else that's been announced for the Stadia is already available or is coming to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and or the PC. So as it stands right now, there is nothing that I potentially want on the Google Stadia, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping they would come out and say, you know what, we've got all these exclusive games, or at least 4 or 5 games that a gamer could get behind. People that like Destiny or Street Fighter, Call of Duty, something to that effect. But we got none of that. We got 3 versions of Stadia coming out. We've got the pricing, we've got the technical specs, which we already knew about, and nothing else. They need to come out and talk to us about why we want Stadia, why Stadia should be in our gaming lives. But they did none of that. And then you say, oh yeah, they got Baldur's 3 Gate. Yes, they do have that, but it's also coming out for the PC. So it's not exclusive to the console or to the box or to the platform. Platform is the best word to use for Google Stadia. So as far as their chances with Xbox xCloud and Shadow, which is a PC streaming service, and other people that are out there in the same space, Google hyped up a big game. They talked a big game. I don't know if they're gonna be able to back it up, and I think this subscription model is gonna hurt them. I don't like this model. I really don't. I mean, I want to like it, and like I said, I'm going to support them because I want to see them succeed. I want everybody in the gaming space to succeed. I never want to see anybody to fail, because if you fail, that means people lose their job, which means things that could have been innovated are going to go away, and it's never a good scene when anything like this disappears. Even the Ouya had some good points, and it did, and then they didn't capitalize on them, and then it went away. Because Ouya was going to be the first gaming platform that you get systematic upgrades every year, and that was a great idea, and they couldn't capitalize that, and they didn't have the catalog, so Ouya went away. I don't want to see Google Stadia disappear, especially since Google is known for starting things that sound great, and then a couple years later they cancel and say, you know what, we're done. This was a failed experiment. We want to do this. And I think a lot of people are thinking this in the back of their mind with Google Stadia. So we got Stadia Pro, $10 a month. We got Stadia Base, which is free. There's also the Google Stadia Founders Edition, which is $129, which includes the controller, the dongle, and 3 months of Stadia Pro, and a Buddy Pass. I'm not convinced right now. I think this is still nothing more than hype. The selection of games, I'll read off a couple of ones that I'm looking forward to, which I may not even play on the Stadia. We got Doom Eternal, we've got Darksiders Genesis, we've got Baldur's Gate 3, we got Borderlands 3, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Final Fantasy 15, Grid's coming to it, the rebooted Grid, not the old Grid. We got Mortal Kombat 11, NBA 2K, Rage 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Samurai Showdown, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Tom Clancy's Division 2. You get where I'm going. All these games are available somewhere else, and likely will play just as good, the same, or better. I really wanted this to be something like, we've got Google Stadia, this is going to do this, it's going to blow you out of the water, it's going to be an amazing gaming experience, and you're going to love it. That's not what I got. All I got was, oh, here's the price tag, these are different models, and we got some games. You basically rehashed what you told me a couple months ago. Said it once, guys, I'll say it again. I wanted to succeed. I did back them. I'm still very skeptical. I was skeptical going in. I will remain skeptical until I actually have my Google Stadia in my hands and I've given it a go with something other than the games that I already have. Most of these games on this list I have on my PC or my Xbox or my PlayStation 4. I think this conference was a failure. I wish they would have wowed me. They did not. That's just how I feel. You may feel the same way. You may feel differently. Obviously, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. So I would love to know what you think about this in the comments below. Be nice. Don't go saying, hey, you're an idiot. You know what you're talking about. It's a friendly conversation, guys. We don't need any more of that negativity that you already have on YouTube. All right. Thanks for watching. Somebody's at my doorbell, as always, and I will talk to you later.